So, welcome back, dear students, in the lecture series of Strength of Material. First, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Irshad Ahmed Khan, Associate Professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sagar Institute of Research and Technology, Bhopal. And in this subject, Strength of Material, today topic is shear force and bending moment. This is one of the important subject in this subject. So, before going to be in depth of this particular topics, let's first understand. So, so what is support, type of beam, and type of load, which will definitely help to be mm, getting the proper shear force and bending moment diagram in coming lecture, and you will create a proper understanding about the particular this topic. So let's understand what is the support. So support is something that to bear or hold up load, mass, structure, or parts serve as a foundation or base for the structure. That's simple, you might know. So, and type of support, that roller support, hinge support, and fixed support. In roller support, you can see in this diagram here, you can see this is a roller support, and this is another arrangement of the roller support, and these and the right side diagram, it is a free body diagram of the roller support. If the support arrangement is like this, where it is supporting to the horizontal structure, so reaction will act vertically. And if it is arrangement like this, if a roller support to the some vertical structure, so the reactions will act in vertical plane. Okay. And hinge one. Let's understand hinge support. Hinge support, this you can see this is example. This is called a hinge, and you can see here in your door. So this kind of arrangement is available. So that is called a hinge support. In hinge support, if you see the field body diagram, so two um, reactions will act. You can see one vertical and one horizontal. And simply you can understand the same fixed support. In fixed support, one end is completely fixed. So at that time, if one end is completely fixed, so if we draw the free body diagram, so one horizontal, vertical, and one moment is also there. So this is about the support and its style. Let's understand the type of beam and type of load. So let's see the first types of what is a beam and types of beam. So a beam is a structural member with definitely is a horizontal member, and that is designed to support applied the load, and load is applied vertically, and it resists the applied loading by a combination of internal transverse shear force and bending moment. So the load which is acting on vertically on horizontal element of the structure, that is called a beam. Type of beam, cantilever beam, simply supported beam, overhanging beam, fixed beam, and continuous beam. So let's understand one by one all these. So cantilever beam understand. You can see this structures here and this wood structure. So the in the base, this this metallic part, it is act as a cantilever beam here. So in if you're talking about as a definition, so a beam which is fixed at one end, free at another, it is known as a cantilever beam. And you may understand with these two examples. Simply supported beam, and when the beam is simply supported or rest freely on the support at the both end, that is called a simply supported beam. You can understand with this diagram, and from this picture also you can understand. So where this boy is walking on this wooden structure that is act as a beam, and it is just simply kept at the both side. So let's just understand next one. That is a fixed beam. In the fixed beam, where when the both end of the beam is fixed, and it is restrain all kind of rotation vertical moment of the beam, and this is structure you can see. This is example of fixed beam. Overhanging beam, um, you can understand with this picture. And if the end portion of beam is extended outside of the support, this is support, and if it is extended, so this is structure is known as overhanging. In continuous beam, you can see with the help of these pictures, when the number of support is provided to hold a beam, that is called the continuous beam. So next is types of load, and there where is we will be going to be discuss only three types here: the point or concentrated load, uniformly distributed load, and uniformly varying load. Concentrated load, when the load is acting on single points of the beam, that is called concentrated load. Uniformly distributed load, when the load is uniformly distributed over the length of the beam, or sometime it is over the given length of the beam. So, and uniformly varying load is also when the load is varying uniformly across the length of the beam, that is called the uniformly varying load. And let's understand sign convention, which is very important to know before drawing the shear force and bending moment diagram in this chapter. So shear force sign convention, let's understand. If we take a section to calculate the shear force on this particular section, so what will be the sign? We will be take the sign for this particular a particular section. So if the load is acting at the right side of this section, so sign convention is like this, means when the load acting from upward to downward, it will be positive, and when the load acting from downward to upward, it will negative. And likewise, left side section, you can understand, if the load is acting from down to up, so it will be positive, and opposite of that, when the load act from upward to downward, it will be negative. So this simple sign convention, you have to be follow every time when we will be solve the numericals in the coming classes. So the next sign convention for bending moment: if the beam moving upward and it's making a happy sign, so it is said to be sagging bending moment, and it will be positive. And opposite of that, hogging bending moment, where it is making a sad face. So this you can say this will be a negative. So this is a very important, might you understood the sign conventions. And so today for today class, this is a last one. So thank you so much listening this lecture.